Tonight we're having an incredible meal. It's Penne pasta Primavera. Hopefully you got the Italian accent there. This meal is so good you could have it for breakfast. Let me describe the ingredients and the process. The ingredients are penne pasta, cherry tomatoes, spinach, pine nuts, olives, red pepper, garlic, and a little bit of lemon zest with some other spices. Okay? The process is like this. First you take the penne pasta and you boil it. You boil it for about 7 minutes, whatever it says really on your package. You drain that, but you keep a cup of the water separate. Okay? Now at the same time you're boiling that, you can actually start the other process, which is to start with the garlic. You start to simmer that for about 1 minute in a pan. After you do the garlic, you add the pepper, and you're going to be cooking that for about 2 to 3 minutes in the pan. Then you're going to be adding the cherry tomatoes and the spinach, and you're going to be cooking that for about 3 minutes. So now you're about 7 to 8 minutes. As that's all cooking in the saute pan, you've finished your pasta, you drain the pasta, you put the pasta back in the pan, and you add the liquid that you saved, stir it all together, cook for another 3 minutes, and you're ready to eat. Okay, the penne is now boiling. The other ingredients have been prepared. What we do with the cherry tomatoes is simply cut them in half. The garlic you want to dice up because we'll be adding that first for our flavoring. You also dice the red pepper. Now olives, you can either dice them in half or slices or keep them whole. I like a combination of sliced and whole olives. I think they look quite good. And you can prepare a little bit of lemon zest. You can also add a little bit of lemon zest while you're cooking. The other ingredients are going to be the oregano leaves and the black pepper. Just about a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and a tablespoon of oregano leaves. The pasta is on, boiling. We've got a hot saucepan. We've added some olive oil. And the first ingredient to go in the pan is going to be our diced garlic. Get that in there. You cook the diced garlic for about 1 minute. All right, garlic's been in for 1 minute. Now we're adding the sliced and diced red pepper to the pan. This will cook for about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes before we add the tomatoes, the spinach, and some of the spices. In fact, I may start with some of the spices right now. We'll add a little bit of black pepper. It's just going to be a pinch really. Otherwise it's going to overwhelm the flavors. All right. The pasta has now been taken off boiling. It is al dente and ready to go. We are adding the sliced cherry tomatoes. We are going to be adding the spinach, which is about, in this case, 2 cups of spinach. And this is supposed to be a meal for 2, but it looks to me like you could actually probably get 3 or even 4 people out of this, depending on how hungry you are. We put in the olives. We put in the pine nuts. We put in the lemon zest. We put in a tablespoon of oregano. This is going to be a big part of the flavoring here. You can see this is a meal, if you have all your ingredients ready by the side, it's going to be a lot easier to cook this. And last but not least, we have 1 cup of water from the pasta. That all gets added. And we're going to saute this now for another, probably about 2 minutes, okay? Then we will be ready to eat. Okay, now the final part of this meal, we've got everything stewing together in the saute pan. I decided to add just a little bit more salt for flavoring. Can't have enough salt. Well, actually, you can have enough salt. Now we take the pasta that we've already drained And we put that back into the saucepan. Lost a piece there. And we start mixing things together. From start to finish, you can get this meal done in probably about 20 minutes. And it's going to taste fantastic. And our penne pasta primavera is ready to eat. Now, this recipe doesn't call for Parmesan cheese, but if you are a cheese person and want to add a little Parmesan cheese, that would be perfectly okay.